Good afternoon, I'm Prabhyav Nayak and you are watching MediaPlex live at 1. A weekend fire that destroyed a Windsor business is being called a large loss fire by the city's chief fire prevention officer. The blaze broke out at the Hogan's Printing on Tecumseh Road East on Sunday morning. This is the second time a fire has destroyed the printing facility in the last 2 years. The Ontario Fire Marshal is on the scene to investigate the cause as well as the extent of the damage. There are no injuries reported. 307 new cases and 1 death outside of China due to coronavirus are now being reported. According to a recent report released by the World Health Organization, more than 37,000 cases have been confirmed globally. The WHO says the virus has reached 24 countries and caused the death of more than 900 people worldwide. Canada has 7 confirmed cases but no deaths. 3 of the cases are in Ontario and there are 4 reported cases in British Columbia. Local long-term care workers in Windsor will soon be without a contract. Members of Unifor Local 2458 at the Schlegel long-term care facilities held a media briefing this morning with details on the breakdown in negotiations. Local union president Tullio Di Ponte says 2 things he is looking for in negotiations are compensation and recognition that there's a PSW shortage. He adds, efforts to subsidize tuition for PSW training hasn't proven to be effective.
St. Clair College is offering $1,000 towards tuition over there, and information we're getting, not too many people are taking that up.
Crime stats change from year to year, but if you worry about locking your door at night, Ryan Percy has some news which might make it easier to sleep.
Last week, Windsor's Bruce Avenue was the scene of a 10-hour standoff between police and a suspect barricaded inside a home. When he was finally in police custody, the Windsor man was charged with assault. But just how common are violent crimes in the city? Every year, the Windsor Police Service releases its Crime Clock, a public record of all police incidents. While Crime Clock data is only available at year-end, police have another answer for those interested in the safety of their neighborhoods. City Protect is a web app Windsor services use to show where various incidents take place. Each red dot on the map is a location of 1 or more violent crimes. Altogether, from the start of the current year, there have been 81 violent incidents reported on the app. 6 were robberies, 8 were sexual offenses, and the rest fell under assault. This puts the rate of 1 crime roughly every 11 hours, almost 70% lower than the yearly average in 2018. The data to compare to last year's total is still coming.
And I know at the next board meeting, which is February 27th, they'll be presenting the year-end stats for 2019.
Now that's cold out, people spend more time hunkering down indoors, which raises the question if weather or possibly other factors are affecting the violent crime rate. In their 2018 report on crime stats, Stats Canada stated there could be a number of factors that play into the reported numbers. The latest cycle of the General Social Survey on Canadian safety indicated that about 1/3 of crimes are reported to police. Differences between individual police services can also have an effect on police-reported crime. And third, and more broadly, social and economic factors can influence the volume of crime. However, if the numbers continue at this pace in Windsor, this could be the lowest year for crime in over a decade. For MediaPlex News, I'm Ryan Percy.
Balancing out your life with a little dancing and spiritual healing can go a long way. We have Joyce St. Antoine live in the studio to tell us more.
Dancing, drums, and an escape to a 5-dimensional world. A group of ladies over at Fine Herbs retreated to an uplifting experience and rejuvenation, and I went along for the ride. Fine Herbs is not just a health food store, it's also a safe place to balance your life with the gathering of divine feminine energy. Just ask store owner Shelley Rugges.
We are learning through years and years where women have been put on the back burner as far as their abilities, as far as what they're capable of and what they're socially allowed to do. And now we are all waking up realizing that we can have it all.
This is the first time Fine Herbs has put on an event like this, but Shelley Rugges says it was uplifting and powerful. There was also an opportunity to draw your inner mandala.
So many lost souls out there. There's so many people out there with closed down hearts. When your heart is shut and closed, disease sets in. You have to open your heart up and live your life in love and light. And when you do that, you can live a lighter life. Relax your body.
Perla Shulamis has been a Reiki master for more than 20 years and says organic herbs, prayers, and intentions can be a therapeutic and powerful way to heal both body and soul. Kelly Spinarski created the activity of collecting symbolistic objects and put them into jars to reflect on.
Reiki is a healing modality. It's to do with energy, chakras. You are able to channel energy with your guides and your loved ones who have passed and all of their guides, whoever you're healing. You channel energy in through the chakras. You can cut cords. Cutting cords just means if there's old emotions trapped in the subconscious that you're maybe not even aware of.
To be honest, I actually felt my stress levels simmer and my energy rise while I was there. Fine Herbs is located on 2605 Howard Avenue. Keep a lookout for more rejuvenating events in the nearby future. Prabhyav, I understand you have an Oscars wrap?
The 92nd Academy Awards took over Hollywood Sunday night. Parasite and 1917 took home the greatest number of honors with 4 and 3 awards respectively. But it was the South Korean movie Parasite which stole the show. It's the first international movie to win an Oscar for the Best Picture in the show's 92-year history. It also scooped up the Best International Movie and Best Original Screenplay. And the wait is over for another fan favorite. After 3 decades in the business, Brad Pitt has finally won an Oscar for his acting talents. He landed the Academy Award for the Best Supporting Actor in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Here is the list of some other major winners. Best Actress is Renee Zellweger for her role in Judy Garland biopic, Judy. Joaquin Phoenix swept the Best Actor category at the major award shows for his dark role in the movie Joker. Bong Joon-ho took over the Best Directing honors for Parasite. Best Supporting Actress went to Laura Dern for The Marriage Story. The documentary feature went to American Factory. Jojo Rabbit writer and director Taika Waititi won the Best Adapted Screenplay award. And in its franchise finale, Toy Story 4 won the Oscar for Best Animated Film. I am looking forward to watching Parasite, which streaming service it will land on. Is anyone's guess? Some industry insiders say there will reportedly be a bidding war to get rights to broadcast the multi-award winning flick. Turning to weather, it will be a cloudy start of the week, but skies will clear up on Wednesday. Today we can expect to have periodic rain, but it will be relatively warm, standing at 4 degrees. Tomorrow we'll see clouds again and the temperature will drop to 2 degrees. And expect to see more snow as we roll into this weekend. A thrilling 5-4 overtime win marks the end of the Windsor Spitfires' 4-game losing streak. The tying goal came in the dying minutes of the Friday's game, breathing life back into the Spits, who rallied for the sudden death overtime win. The excitement was short-lived as Sarnia returned the favor Saturday with a 7-4 win against the Spits in front of their hometown crowd. The team looks to reignite the fire against the Peterborough Petes on Thursday. The Windsor residents of Young Men held their annual Rough Night Out fundraiser this past weekend. Volunteers put themselves in the shoes of the homeless camping out in the snow for 14 hours. This year, the group raised more than $7,300. Organizers say the money helps because the organization receives no government funding. Grace is the place and has been for 100 years now. Hotel du Grus Healthcare, formerly known as the Salvation Army Grace Hospital, celebrated its centennial birthday yesterday, and hundreds from the community came out to mark the occasion. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Prabhyav Nayak and you've been watching MediaPlex Live at 1.
MediaPlex News Now is a production of the St. Clair College Journalism Program.